Good morning, girls. Sorry I'm late this morning. Let's get ready. So I said 15-minute makeup in the caption, but I actually have like 20 minutes, so let's be honest, that's probably more what it's gonna be like. But regardless, we're gonna do like kind of some quick makeup. And I definitely will not have time to fix my hair. I can already tell that for sure. Let's see if I zoom in. Okay. Yay, I was going to try to get my mirror out of the screen, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option unless I move it over here with where I have my phone this morning. Good morning. I'll have links up in the description for everything we used when we're done. And actually, I got a lip kit from Shein, which I don't even know if they'll still have it, but I think I'm going to try that today. It's a little risky. Honestly, it could be... I don't know. It could be a little risky, but I think we're going to try that today. So I'll link everything else. Good morning. It's really not like a color I'd like anyways. I just was like, okay, I'll get a couple when I was searching for like those frosty lipsticks. No, I got this like peachy colored one that I think was supposed to be nude. So whatever. I still will try it. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Maristella. How are you, girls? Okay, we're going in with the Ophir Hydrating Face Milk. I absolutely love this stuff. It makes your skin so hydrated, so glowy. It doesn't pill up under makeup. It's actually just like the perfect makeup prep. And then it has a little bit of an aromatherapy aspect that I love. So this whole skin prep line, I absolutely love. Zero complaints, zero like, I wish they did this, I wish they did that. They are so good. So skin prep honestly is super important to your base, especially if you're doing full coverage and stuff like me. You want your skin hydrated. So you want products that won't pill, like bubble up and ball up under the skin, but your skin really needs to be hydrated or else full coverage is just gonna look cakey, you know? Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Erin. Thanks for getting on with me, girls. I love chatting with you in the morning. Okay, we're gonna let that dry down while we kind of comb out our brows. Brow routine, as you guys know, nothing special, but I'm basically just gonna comb them out and then use a little mascara to clean them up. So I'm looking over here in my mirror. I'm not the brow queen, not the brow girl. If you have a really good brow routine, please, please, please keep doing that. I have terrible brows, so this is just what I do. What's everybody up to? Any fun plans this weekend? Good morning, Jean. How are you? Doing good. Catching up on your lives. Oh, thank you, Maricela. Thanks for watching, girl. Oh, I'm glad it's Thursday. I'm kind of like tired down today. What about anybody else? I did walk a mile on my little walking pad thing this morning, so I feel good that I at least did that, but I definitely need to catch up on some housework. Cause yeah, it's kind of a busy weekend, but not too bad. Mostly Saturday. Gonna be a really busy day. But yeah, at least I did something, but I am tired, honestly. Where's my concealer? I don't have time to be looking for stuff today. I'm sure it's right in front of my face. Just where? Okay, well, that sucks. I don't know where my concealer went. I might use this today. I just know it's like right here, so I'm trying to look really quick and see. I know what's gonna happen. The minute I use something else, boom, it's gonna show up. Isn't that how it always works? Huh, okay, well, I guess I gotta, oh, here it is. I knew it was gonna be right in front of me. Ordered Little Heat, can't wait. Oh, yay, Marla, you're gonna love that one. I love it. Other than the name, Lil Heat, I'm like, oh my. I feel kind of funny saying that, but I love the palette. It's such like rich, rich colors. Okay, we're just gonna carve out these brows. Nobody count that 3 minutes I spent looking for my concealer as part of my 15-minute makeup routine. Pretend that didn't happen when you click on this on the replay and you're like, 15 minutes? More like 30. Cut that off my time limit. Good morning, Jennifer. You ordered Lil Heat too, Erin. Yay! I can't wait for you guys to get it. Honestly, it's so pigmented and so pretty. You guys are gonna love it. Tired too. I've been staying up late trying to make money on these games on my phone. I've made them, and then this morning, go me, I cleaned the lid of my coffee mug cup thing. Good job! Have you made any money on your little game things? I've seen ads for that, like, get paid to play online or whatever. Hey, Nicole! How are you? Long time no see, girl. Christy, you have the cutest jewelry. Where do you find such incredible pieces? Thank you. Honestly, all over. I have cheap stuff. I have stuff that's gifts. I have a little bit of all of it. I don't really have any, like, high-end jewelry, but as far as, like, I have stuff from, like, Walmart, Target, Shein, Shein. It's actually Shein, but everyone says Shein and makes fun of me when I say Shein. Anyways, I have stuff from there. I have stuff that I'll get from, like, custom jewelry makers. Amazon, I would throw in the cheaper category. Stuff that's gifts that people get me. Usually also from, like, custom Etsy shops or, like, if they go to a craft fair or something like that, because everybody knows I love... These obviously aren't that unique. They're just a gold hoop. But they know I love, like, a statement earring and, like, unique pieces. So that's really common for people to get me earrings. So yeah. Just got my new palettes. Yay! Christy, I can't wait for you to try them either. Good morning, Stephanie. You're tired too? See, we're all tired. Yay! That's awesome, Maristella. Exciting. I noticed this brow looks better, but also bigger than this one, so I'm trying to kind of make them match. Instead of trying to make this one look like this one. Alright, let's try a little foundation. Okay, so then I usually go in with the barrier drops after I let the face milk, like, really hydrate my skin. I also do my skincare every single morning before I get on. So, you could say my skin be hydrated before I do makeup. And I have oily skin, so even if you have oily skin, you still want to hydrate and everything like that. Because the more, like, if your skin's really oily, that actually is a pretty good indication that it's dry. Obviously, I feel like most of us have one way we kind of lean, or one way or the other, you know, a little dry, a little oily. My skin leans oily, but if your skin's getting oilier, drier, they're both signs of your skin being dry, because oily skin reacts to the skin being dry by overcompensating by producing more oil. Dry skin obviously just gets dried out. So it's both dry, but yeah. Put Future Dusk on yesterday. Loved it. Yay! I love that one too. As you guys know, since I wore it yesterday. Getting my Bloom eyeshadow today too. Yay, Christy. I'm actually thinking about using that if I have time. I'm running a little behind this morning, which is 100% my fault. Just having a hard time getting my butt moving. What nails are you using now? Very pretty. I don't have like one set brand. I know for a while I just used Tip Beauty. And I honestly loved Tip Beauty, but they just like... This is no joke. They just, like, quit answering me. Like, I was like, am I fired? Am I not on here? I reached out so many times. And I never made, like, a bunch of money or anything with them. But they did send me those nails for free. So I was like, well, that's worth it for me to, like, make videos and stuff. And they just quit answering. So I guess I wasn't selling enough. I don't know. For a while there, I was like, oh, their affiliate program must be ending. And then I started seeing, like, other affiliates. So I'm like... I don't know. Honestly, if they reached back out and they were like, oh, sorry, blah, 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 they're not going to do that. I didn't, like, do enough to stand out or anything. But if they said that and they were like, do you want to be an affiliate again? I would be like, hell yeah, I do. But yeah, they just quit answering completely. So I was like, okay. I just thought that was, like, I don't know. I could have kept using them, but I'm like, that doesn't seem like good business practice. So I was like, I should probably just start trying some other stuff. So basically, anyway, sorry, that was way over explanation, and you guys probably don't care about that. But I basically just use whatever I've been finding at Walmart, Target, Amazon. I don't really shop at Target, but I did a little bit for Christmas because, you know, the girls, they love Target. So, you know, I want to make sure and get them stuff they like. I hate going into Walmart, as my husband always says. He's like, I feel like I'm going to get a disease walking around in here. And I'm like, actually, I kind of get that. And also it's weird because I'm like, everybody I know goes to Walmart and everybody's like normal people. You know what I mean? But then every time I go into Walmart, I'm like, what is going on in here? It's like a whole nother planet. Does anybody else feel like that? Like you're like, where am I? Like, is this still planet Earth? Because what the heck? Am I still in Montana? Anyways, Walmart has better deals and stuff, but it's definitely nastier. So, Kiss. I got this one and it's in a little purple box and the name escapes me. That one was at Target. I really liked it. If you see one with like a little purple box. I got this big pack on Amazon I was using for a while. I don't even remember what brand these ones were, but basically just whatever. I'm not really stuck on like any one brand. But yeah. I still do mine, but sometimes go to the salon. That's fun too. It's really hard / tricky to find the games that really pay out. I bet, because there's probably so many that like kind of scam or are like misleading. Good morning, Darcy. Thanks for jumping on live. I know it's been a minute since I've caught you. Kathy, you have poor nails and glue-ons really wreck my nail bed. I've been using the color FX by Kiss press-ons. They are gorgeous and stand for weeks. Walmart, Amazon, and Walgreens. Yay, thanks for sharing that, Kathy. I always do the glue, but I have heard from a lot of people, like, press-ons. And they are, obviously, like, if I rip them off, like, they damage my nails. So, you know, there's that. But, I've heard from a lot of people, like, press-ons are not what they used to be. They actually stay on. I would say the biggest tip from me is, the prep. Like, I spend so much time. You guys obviously come into my videos every day and you see how long these nails last me, these glue-on nails. And the biggest thing is I prep really, really good. And I actually think, I obviously am not a nail artist, so take this with a grain of salt, but I think that's a big thing with even like gel or, why am I having a huge brain fart? Acrylic nails. Is the prep, because I have gotten my nails done before and they'll pop off like within 2 or 3 days, and I just think it's me, but I think it's the prep. So for me, what I do is I file the tops of my nails to make sure they're nice and smooth. I try not to like go overboard because obviously I don't want them to be like paper thin, but I try to file down any like ridges, any like excess glue. Basically just like anything that could be on my nail that's going to create texture, file those down, and then I wash my hands like really, really good. Like I'm talking like a good 3 to 4 minute scrub with, usually I'll use Dawn dish soap just because I feel like that is probably the most intense, but you could use hand soap or whatever. And I'm like really scrubbing my nails like with the soap and then rinse really, really good. And then to top it all off, I take rubbing alcohol and I rub all my nails down with that to get any excess oil, make sure they're completely dry. Anything before I go in with my glue. I also get all my nails ready before I even start gluing, so I'll match them to the size of my finger. And then basically just glue and squeeze really, really hard for a good 10 to 15 seconds. But most of my time is spent on the prep. Once I actually start gluing nails on, it's 5 minutes. But if you do that prep, I'm telling you, they'll last. Obviously, if you've got like crappy ones, this happens once in a while. You know, they might break or something. But I would say so far, I've had pretty good luck with most. You hate Walmart, Christy. What foundation are you using? Deborah, this is a Celeste foundation. I'll add links to everything up in the description. And I am using shade, I don't know if they still have this one, 109 Nude. And then the powder I'm using is Unique's pressed powder in the shade Organza. Organza is a little bit light for me, but lately I've been using more bronzer. So I kind of thought it would be almost like reverse highlight, reverse contour, whatever you want to call it, to brighten up like under my eyes and the other areas of my face. And then this is a broken up Celeste bronzer that I just kind of want to use up. And I do have to watch the time because I got on super late today. I just was like, I don't know, trying to get caught up on a little cleaning. And then I really just wanted to like shave my legs and do everything. So I'm like, well, long shower it is. Not the day for that when you're already like getting in a little later than you should to do all your videos and stuff before work. But you know, you guys know how that goes. Did the bag bomb trick and my lips feel more moisturized. That's good. Sorry, I'm spitting at you guys. Good thing we're talking through a phone instead of in person. I have been using bag bomb for a long time. My best friend, as like my childhood best friend, her dad was a ranch hand, and so she lived on a ranch, and I don't know, obviously used bag balm a lot on ranches, and I think that's kind of like how it started, and then I just kept using it. And here's the thing, it comes in like a tin if you guys have never seen it. One tin is gonna last you about probably your entire lifetime if you don't lose it. At least 15 years, for sure, if all you're doing is putting it on your lips. So I don't know, you can't beat it. And it's like Vaseline, but I kind of like bag balm a little better than Vaseline myself. So yeah, if I lose one, I just get the next closest size, or sometimes there are several of certain sizes and stick back on. I also have stickers so I can stick the same one back on. Oh, that's nice. You can get a month out of them. Dang, that's really good. I usually go about 10 to 14 days. And a lot of that, I probably could keep them on longer, but when I notice they're kind of lifting at the base and they're like pulling on my hair and stuff when I'm running my fingers through it, I kind of start to get like a little annoyed, and then I'll just start peeling them off. So that's kind of on me. Well, that's 100% on me, not kind of. Okay, I'm just taking a little bit of that bronzer and kind of like almost using this as like contour slash bronzer also. Contouring out a little bit of my crease and just bringing it down the nose all the way down. Is this a good idea for my nose? Actually, I don't know, but I see a lot of like makeup artists do it and stuff, and it looks good when they do it. So we're gonna try. And I'm gonna check the time. Oh, we gotta hurry. Savannah's been talking too much, but that's okay. I am gonna do some blush. I think I'll skip the highlight today and just go in with blush. And I'm going to use the shade, this is an Ophir brush in this blush. Why can't I talk today? It must be a sign of my tiredness. Shade Apricot. And I'm going to go nice and high on my cheekbone and also just kind of fill out those cheeks to add a little bit of fullness back into the face and warmth and dimension and all of that. I like this way better than this. I feel like it looks way more awake. Hoping Ophir Medium Bronzer comes back in stock soon. I don't know. It's been out forever. So I wouldn't, like, hold your breath. If you see one at the store that you really like, grab it for sure. Hopefully it does, but I don't know. It's been out of stock for a while. I do think the lightest shade is still in stock, but medium's been out for a pretty hot little minute. I'm just going to kind of connect these with the little bit that's left on my brush, just to kind of pull all the colors in my face together. Okay, now we're going to go in with our Bloom palette. I'm going to use a little bit of this kind of grayish lilac color. I don't know what you would call that. The name of it says Peony, but I think we figured out last time I used this that my sticker thing might be on backwards. So take that with a grain of salt as well, that it could be reversed. There's kind of a pinky, dusty looking color, and then there's kind of this lilac-y gray looking one. So I'm using the more purpley lilac one. And we're just going on our lid and then up and into that bronzer. And trying not to get it on our nose, which lately I've been really bad about. I actually don't think I did. And I'm just pressing this right into my lid. Just another way to use this palette, because it does have a ton of gorgeous metallics, shimmers, all the really fun colors that I love. This is an Ophir palette, by the way, so I'll add an Ophir link for you guys. But that's not the only looks you can create with this palette. You can absolutely do very simple matte looks as well. So yeah, just an idea. And then I'm actually just going to take that same color and run it all the way from here to here, filling in my tear duct a little bit and under my lash line. And then just making sure it's a little blended. I didn't add any product to the brush, just blending it out right here with whatever's left on it. It's just kind of like a smoky eye, but very subtle and like good for every day. And I'm just going to do that. Make sure my concealer's not like too much of a dramatic harsh line. And I've just used only the one color this whole time. So I haven't added any different colors with this or picked up any different ones. Pretty. Let's see. I have to try to get a little setting spray out. I think I have one here that just came. Both my setting sprays, my Ophir one and the little bit I had left of this, were like at the very, very bottom. So I've been trying to conserve them this week while I waited for my order to come in, because I thought I had an empty one and it turned out I didn't. So I waited way too long to order it, but let's let this dry and go in and do some lips. When are the foundation coming back in stock? I don't know. Ophir did tell us that they were coming back. So for a while there, it was like, I was kind of telling people, I don't know if these are coming back, because they were 50% off and then they were gone. So I thought maybe they're reformulating. I don't know, but they did tell us they are coming back. And they said it won't be like one exact day. Like, it's not just like one day they're going to restock and it's going to be this big thing. They said it would just be like gradual. Like when the color comes in stock for them, it'll be on the website for you guys. And so I guess that's not obviously like ideal, but just keep checking the website and watching for it, because they said they are going to restock. So I know having to just like keep checking back is kind of like a pain in the butt, but they said it won't just be like one giant launch. It'll just be like, as the colors come in to the warehouse, they'll restock on the website. This is the e.l.f. Cream Glide Liner in the shade Baddest Beige. It was another one I got when I was looking for that really good chocolate brown. This is not a chocolate brown, or like a cool tone is what I was looking for. It's not what I was looking for, but I do love it as a really pretty like nude color. And I will add a link for you guys. And I just think it's a really pretty color, like even by itself. Not with a lipstick or a gloss. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of do the outside of my lips and then a little bit on the inside. But that'll kind of give like that natural ombre effect. And I don't even think I'm going to gloss them yet. I'm going to wait a little while and gloss, and then that'll just make it last even longer. Okay, I'm just going in with a little bit of setting powder. This one specifically I got on TikTok Shop, but you can do this with any setting powder. I like to go in with my liquid setting spray, melt all my powders, and then and I'm using a tiny bit, so this is almost empty. So if it looks like I'm using a lot, I'm not. It's just that the container's almost empty. You don't want it to get cakey. I'm not baking or anything like that. I'm just taking a tiny bit, and I'm kind of setting them in like target areas. So basically areas that I get larger pores, I get oily throughout the day, my makeup settles, anything like that is where I'm focusing this setting powder. And then I'm also just drying my lashes so that I can put on my mascara really quick. Just gonna go over this with a little bronzer again and check the time. Oh, we're doing good. Was it 15 minutes? No. Could it have been? If we didn't chit chat, yes. I talked to Ophir yesterday and they said Skin Satin was supposed to be restocked this month, and I specifically asked about the bronzer and they didn't answer. Okay, see, and I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say like 100% it's going away, but I'm like, I kind of feel like it's not coming back, and maybe, and not that bronzer won't come back, but I kind of wonder if that one isn't, because the two darker shades have been out of stock for so long that I'm like, maybe they're reformulating, maybe it is just retiring, I don't know. Dang, that wasn't planned, but I had a tiny bit of Future Dusk left on my eyelash curler. It doesn't look bad. I just wanted a matte look, so I'm kind of like bummed out about that, but I think I could just cover it really quick. It kind of looks good, to be honest with you, but how have you been? Oh, good morning, Billy Joe. I've been good. Okay, today is not my day for talking. Hopefully my office phone isn't ringing much because clearly I'm not going to be able to formulate sentences. How are you is what I'm trying to say. What foundation did you, again, I used for the liquid foundation, it's this Celeste one, and I'll add a link to everything. And I used it in the shade 109 Nude. And then my powder that I topped it with is the Unique Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Organza, which I will add a link for you guys for that as well. This mascara, also Celeste, and I will leave you guys a link right to it. It's a really great, just everyday mascara. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing bad to say about it. It's just a really good everyday mascara. And as last time I checked, it was on clearance for $9. So really great price too. And I mentioned this yesterday, but one thing I did really like from Celeste, it was kind of like a short-lived thing. Like, I obviously still have a website, but it's not like, you know, my main gig or anything. But one thing, I did try quite a few of their products, and a lot of it I'm just trying to use up. I do like this, I will say. But anyways, one thing I really did like was their lip products. So while you're on there, like if you grab this mascara, check out their lips, see if there's a liner or something like that that interests you, because that was one thing I really liked was their lip liner. And they are super inexpensive. Good morning, Marty! You have these same nails? I think I ordered these ones on Amazon. Is that where you got yours? But it's been a few months since I got them, like maybe this fall? I was gonna say, was it summer or was it fall? Okay, I have to say, I actually love this makeup look. It's unfortunate that I won't be having any time to fix my hair, but other than that, I love it. I'll probably just pull it back in like a little half-up clip and let it dry. It'll be on my face and be on my way. Okay, we are done, friends. The only thing else I'll do is I'll probably throw on a quick second coat of mascara. And I'm going to set my face with this. I love this stuff. I give this disclaimer every time because I don't want anyone ordering it under, you know, misleading circumstances. It smells like hairspray. It feels like you're spraying your face with hairspray. Like, it really does. It's not the most, like, it's not like a spa treatment by any means, but does it lock the makeup in? Yes. So as a finishing spray, I love it. And you don't need much. In fact, even like that was probably too much. You just need about 3 seconds. It's just about if you can move your hand fast enough. And when I say it locks in, it locks in. Okay, I know some of you are totally with me on the perfume. You're using the same amount I do, and some of you are like, what are you doing? So it's kind of funny to see the difference. But yeah. And it's funny because I have friends that are both too. Like, I have friends like me that like love perfume. My best friend's mom used to say the most inappropriate thing. So turn your volume down if you have little ears, but she would say, I don't remember now. I'm like telling you like censor, and then I'm like, actually I don't remember. But it was something about like a whorehouse or something. Because me and my friend would wear like so much perfume, which she was kind of like probably trying to say like, you guys do not smell good wearing that much perfume. But yeah, anyways, I've always been a perfume gal. Alright, I think that's it. I'm gonna go put on my other mascara that's in my bathroom to thicken up a little bit. But otherwise, here is our final look. I love it. Is your towel from launch? Yes. You got yours at Walmart. Okay. So probably, I don't remember the brand. Which maybe it was Kiss. But yeah, anyways. Isn't that funny? I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I will see you girls. I think I'll be on live tomorrow. So if you guys are out and about, I don't know what time, so you'll want to turn notifications on if you're going to be hanging out at home, lounging, whatever. If you're out and about, I hope you have a great day. But if you're just relaxing at home, I would love to do my makeup with you. So turn your notifications on and we'll see if we can connect. And yeah, bye guys. Thanks so much for hanging out.